Hello class, my name is Leonardo Farias and this is my final project for crime mapping. The crime problem that was selected for my analysis was human trafficking. Human trafficking is a prevalent issue occurring in the United States. According to Stewart and Maxim, they identified human trafficking as the unjustified trade and exploitation of individuals for sex or for labor through the use of force, fraud, or coercion. This crime usually targets women and young teenagers. Wyant 2019 found that in the Commonwealth of Kentucky alone, they had a total of 81 confirmed cases of human trafficking occurring in the year 2017. Within my research, there were two theoretical explanations on why human trafficking occurs within the United States. The first theoretical explanation that was identified was rational choice theory. According to Lutia 2012, rational choice theory is the theoretical framework that describes that criminals seek the cost and benefits when committing a crime. In addition, this rational decision making pertaining to crime also involves the choice of victims. Thus, criminals deliberately choose their potential victims when it comes to human trafficking. Another theoretical framework that was identified was demand theory. According to Hughes 2004, they describe that the demand for prostitutes can be classified into three categories: users or purchasers of sex, profiteers from selling sex, and social cultural attitudes towards sex. Those that profit from the exploitation of others is an issue that needs to be addressed by law enforcement. The data that was used for this study was retrieved from the LAPD database using the website data.lacity.org. The data included numerous crime incidents occurring throughout the city of Los Angeles from the year 2020 to the present date. Data was extracted onto the CVS file for Excel and uploaded onto a geographic information system called ArcGIS. With the use of ArcGIS, the data was displayed onto a map where we can see various crimes that occurred from the year 2020 until the present time. The dataset identified a total of 509,591 crime incidents. Since human trafficking was the selection of our interest, a selection by attributes was conducted where we used a query selection to only involve crimes of human trafficking. In total, ArcGIS identified 410 crime incidents involving human trafficking. Further analysis within the data identified that there was 295 human trafficking crimes that occurred with victims under the age of 18. This means that 71% of human trafficking crimes occurring in the city of Los Angeles had victims under the age of 18. Statistical analysis of this query selection produced a distribution of a victim's age in human trafficking. This histogram displays the mean as 15.48, median as 16, and the standard deviation of 5.82. This would mean that the median age of victims of human trafficking occurring in the city of Los Angeles is 16. A kernel density analysis was also conducted on this dataset to visualize hotspots of human trafficking occurring during the months of June through August in the year 2021. This analysis shows us that there is a high density of human trafficking crimes occurring within the South Los Angeles area, specifically within the street of Figueroa. An average nearest neighbor summary was conducted with this kernel analysis to see if clustering was occurring by chance. Our analysis had a z-score of negative 21.53, which was less than negative 2 or negative 3. This would mean that there is a high level of statistical significance of clustering of human trafficking occurring in the street of Figueroa, and that this is not occurring by chance. Our strategy and plan to address the issue of human trafficking was derived from Yang's 2019 study of gun violence in Chicago. Their study first identified crime hotspots using a kernel density analysis. With that information, they developed safe routes for children to walk through in order to avoid those areas that had high levels of gun violence. In total, they produced 146 safe routes for 150 schools, and as a result, they experienced a reduction of 32% in crimes involving gun violence. Similar approaches can be conducted with our study by first identifying the hotspots of human trafficking. Then we can utilize that information to develop safe routes for schools around the street of Figueroa. Then we could advise the public and law enforcement about the issue of human trafficking occurring within the street, and as a result, we can get a lower reduction of crimes occurring within the issue of human trafficking.